The Sounpropodcast. We're going to have a fun week this week. I am your host, T. Robinson, aka Sep30. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't done it already. And today I got my guest host with me.
First of all, this is Jamel Devon, JXMILDEVXN. My social medias are the same as that, JXMILDEVXN.
Alright, for sure. I go by Brandon Mallory, B-Mal.
That's it? This is on all social medias? Oh, okay.
And the men who need no introduction, Love Pain 92, even on the PH system. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Hey man, I'm doing good. I'm about to say my man's Charles. What, isn't that your brother?
Yeah, that's my
I'm about to say, yeah, I saw him, like y'all say, he put me in B-Mal.
Shut up, bro.
Shout out to gang.
All up.
I want to start off with the weekly catch-up. So the thing about the weekly catch-up is we do this every week. We pretty much catch up on how our week was. Even if we didn't talk to you guys next week, how was you guys' week in general? So we'll start with you. How was your week?
My week was good. Spent it with family.
No family, that's it? No details? No details. What about you?
Week was good. Work, music. That's really it though.
Oh, for shit. Well, my week.
Let's get started.
Honestly, shit, I got mad. I've been whooping some ass on that. I ain't gonna lie. I got one coworker. I play with him a lot. He whooped my ass 7 times in a row.
Good.
Hey, you just mad because you always losing.
Hey, I got you now, bitch. Wait on.
No, but the last time we played, I beat him. He didn't score 1 touchdown, and I scored 3 on his ass. So I'm feeling pretty good.
Gotta get a dub.
Got a dub finally. How about you, Reg?
You know, my week was, first rule of the day is, my week was, recording a lot.
Recording what?
Videos and stuff like that. Motivational videos. Okay. Because people like down themselves a lot mentally. Mm-hmm. So I always got to be that push. Even if I'm down, I still got to push people up.
Oh, yeah, true.
That's good. That's good. I like that he does that because he speaks from a place of experience. Shit, I don't got an ashtray. Take something over there.
You still hit it though?
Yeah, go ahead. No, but so what I like to do is when we do have guests here, we do an icebreaker. We call that, well, that was embarrassing. Right. Well, we pretty much tell a brief story about something that we did or something that happened to us that we thought was embarrassing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it off since that's what I like to do best. So just a little brief story. This happened probably when I want to say 13, 14. I used to watch porn. Right. I still do. I still watch porn.
Wait, pause. Details.
Details.
Cinemax porn or actual hardcore?
No, I'm gonna tell y'all. Let me get to the story. So, that's when you're going through puberty, it's a time in your life where, you're always horny for some reason.
Whacking the weasel.
Always whacking the weasel. And so we had these old school VHS tapes, and we had a TV that had VHS mounted into the TV. So one day, my cousin, him right here, and my brothers, they left. They went to go do. I forgot what they go do. But I was like, sweet. I got time to rub one out. I thought it was sweet. But look, this is my problem, and I still have this problem to this day. And it's always finding the right scene to schmeat your meat to.
That was me earlier.
And so when I'm watching this VHS, fast forwarding. I'm trying to fast forward to the right scene. And I finally find the scene. I'm like, okay, cool. I got the cover over me just in case. I don't want nobody seeing me. So I got the cover over my shoulder, and I'm watching the tape. I'm over here stroking. I'm watching, and then next thing you know, I got the door kind of blocked off. Not good enough apparently. Not good enough apparently.
Bruh.
They open the door like what? And they bust the door open. As they bust the door open, I bust my nut.
Look, bro, you gotta imagine, bro. You gotta imagine how much work, time, and effort you gotta think about. You gotta be you count, bro, every time, cause bro, we all men here. As a man, when you got meet time, it's a certain mental clock that starts ticking. You like, all right, I gotta find it. I'm about to say, you ain't got some, if you ain't got a porn star already in mind, you already just thinking like, all right, I just got my category. I need a bad bitch.
I can't say that because it's 10 times. I had an exact scene that I knew I wanted to go to, and I got to that scene and realized I don't want this scene.
It's like it's mid. Like you be ready for shit. Like I want a thick ebony bitch right now. But then you see you like, but I want to pause.
Pause.
It was a rookie mistake on my part.
Imagine recording it. Imagine recording it.
Oh,
I
don't want this no more.
It's like a workout.
It's
like a workout, but today you record it, right? And you have to put it on like Pornhub and OnlyFans, right? So hey, you're like, I cannot go slow. If I do that quickly, boom, people like, nigga, you hella quick. Nah, you want to legit.
Oh yeah, that could be embarrassing.
You legit, you like, let me time this like a workout. Let me time this.
You don't want to
be recording this scene. Think make a whole ass video, make a TikTok.
Sometimes you gotta be like a Hollywood director. Cut. Okay, we gotta continue where we left off. Okay. You gotta do that.
Yeah, bro, that shit crazy.
What about you, Reggie? You got a story you want to do for the icebreaker?
Okay, the most embarrassing thing. Okay, what embarrassing? I got my ass beat. How happened by my sister? She whooped my ass.
No, you gotta go in details. How did this transpire?
Yes, it was like a WWE promo. She was talking shit. I was talking shit. And even though I know I wasn't gonna, hit her, because she's still a woman, I was like, I was fake flexing, legit, without currency. And then she's like, boom, boom, boom. Everybody in the neighborhood was like, you got your head by that girl. I'm like, that was my sister. She's a woman. I wasn't gonna really hit her. I just tried to make her scared, I'm like, I bet you won't be my ass though. That's different. No, it ain't different. You talking that shit. I got my ass beat. Okay, cool. I got my ass beat.
Call your sister.
Cool. Call your sister, nigga. Hey,
and I shit you not. The next day, I went to Encina. Everybody talking about that.
No.
I'm like,
see, it's embarrassing when they get back to the school.
It got back to the school. It got back to the whole neighborhood, legitly. It reached all the way to Grand Avenue. And at the time, I was legit by it was called Green Tree Apartment at the time. And that shit reached all the way to the neighborhood. Yeah. So I'm like, what the hell? That's embarrassing.
It reached the block.
Now you walking like, hey, don't fuck with me.
My
don't
nigga
fuck
said
with me, home. Now you walking like, hey, I got me the
I know you talking about me.
Like, I got my ass beat yet. It was a woman. It was still a woman. It wasn't another guy. It was a woman. I didn't swing. She still be my ass.
She still be my ass. Still be Jay.
My eyes was black.
Exactly.
My lip was swollen, but I still came out swinging on the video game.
Didn't go out like no bitch.
I ain't gonna be no bitch.
So what about you guys? You got any embarrassing stories y'all want to share?
I'll say,
break the ice.
I won't say it's like too embarrassing, but it's like the origin of one of my like irrational fears, and like one of those is like snails and slugs. Like them shits are just fucking. God was fucking.
That sounds irrational.
Like, bro, like, think about it, bro. You got like why you gonna make this just small ass blob of just mucus? Like, bro, like but back to the story. So I'm like it was like one of my first original memories. I'm like probably like 4 or 5 at this time, and I'm getting took to daycare for the first time. And you like, man, I don't want to leave my mom. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where you putting me to these other folks? I don't know these niggas.
Feed you to the wolves.
So we going and I'm crying and shit, blase. But then I remember I saw like snails on the floor, and I was like, bro, like I just saw it and I just started bawling tears. I'm like, what the fuck are these? Like, bro, you gotta bro. I'm already short, but as a kid, I'm short, so I'm low to the ground, so I can already see their eyes and shit.
I used to do the same thing with flamingos, bro.
Flamingos.
I swear to God, bro. My auntie used to take me to the zoo, bro, and then I would just look at them, and then I was just like, I don't like this shit. I don't like these things. This is a natural.
Have you ever you look at animals, you're like, God created all this, created the birds, the trees, all these animals. But do you ever just look at a creature like, God didn't make that one?
No. Yeah, roaches.
God didn't make that one. He let Lucifer have a shot at one of these animals. And that was the result.
Hey, bro, I'll be talking a whole lot of shit about animals.
Wasp.
Bro, fuck wasps.
Those are fucking demon spawns right there. Like, what purpose does wasp have?
I said they don't even be pollinated, bro. They take shit from like paint. I said, bro, they like take like paint and shit and make their nests. They don't even be using like pollen or like doing shit. They just be fucking annoying. Like, bro, a wasp will pull up on you, and then you'll be like, "Hey, this is mine." And you'll be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck wrong with you?"
You know how like you see a bug in your house, right? You be like, "I'm about to kill this bitch." You step on it. When you outside, the wasp be like, "Is that a human?" Somebody go sting this nigga.
Wasp really be living like by the inmate rules. They come like, I'm like the biggest motherfucker here. I can't kiss shit.
That's funny. I was at work and it wasn't wasp, but like I'm loading shit onto my dolly, and like 3 bees come and start buzzing around my shit, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, no, I could take on one of you. 3 of y'all can have this shit.
Hey, let off pheromones to let other ones go there.
And then they be like, "Hey, what the fuck is this shit?"
I know, because you know, with bees, right? They'll like, you know, see what's the good there, then they'll go to the hive, tell other bees where the shit at, and they'll come, you know, do their whole little thing. As soon as them niggas left, I grabbed my shit and dipped. It took them a solid 5 minutes before I was sitting there 5 minutes.
There was like assess the situation, make sure target isn't leaving.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, I wonder what they talking about.
Make sure the target isn't leaving, report back to hive.
Hey, bro, shout out bees though. Fuck wasps.
Fuck wasp.
Hey, bro, we need to save the earth. I'm planning on stop eating meat as much shit as I'm talking. Like, hey, bro, I've been doing my Netflix research and my Googling and that shit. I be looking at that shit. I'm like,
he looking like nigga what?
He's about to get an inner Karen on.
No inner Karen. Hey, nigga, I ate ribs yesterday. I'm starting this journey soon. I don't know when.
I said it's about to be all keto.
Oh, fuck no. I'm gonna have me like a cheat year. Like if I go vegetarian, I'm gonna have 1 year where I'm just like, no.
A year at that point, it's a lifestyle.
I mean, but you can still eat fish and shit.
Yeah, like pescatarian. I was thinking
like
about that shit.
I could do that, but like just to cut meat cold turkey. I need my turkey.
I need my turkey. Flat out, nigga.
Hey, bro, no cap though. I be thinking about all that shit, and I be like, bro, bacon too fucking good.
Man, all that shit.
Like, nigga, a fat ass burger, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, bro, steak, ribs, nigga, brisket.
Nigga, brisket.
There's so much, bro.
35
Let's not get too far off subject though.
Right.
We still got one more embarrassing story we need to breeze by before we can move on to other stuff. So feel free to, share. You got plenty of time to think about it.
Okay, so Mr. Flair.
This is no for real.
For real.
No, this is all that story. So back in the day, like, I shouldn't say that. This was probably like 4 years ago.
Okay, that's back in the day. Long enough for a flashback.
My homie Julian, no clout, Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his homies, they threw a party at one of their apartments. It was in college, so like after football games, they would like just go to the house, like just throw a party and shit like that. So,
Rockstar shit.
Rockstar lifestyle.
So like,
the wine there?
Yes.
She was there.
But no, she was. It was this girl. It was this girl at this party. Beautiful white woman. Beautiful
White hoe.
But no, I was drunk enough to be like, yo, this girl's my wife.
Okay.
So like, we just started making out for like dumbass long, and I put it on my story, and I didn't know until like the morning, and my phone was just. Okay. You feel me? With notifications like, are you okay? Like, what happened last night? Apparently, I threw up on myself that night.
Damn.
Okay. Like, I threw up over the balcony. I threw up in the sink, you feel me? It was all, like,
it was like Ash's second birthday.
You was really hey.
It sounds like
it was a night.
Sounds like you're allergic to white women.
Why is that?
That's all bad substances.
That's all I got.
Look at that. He knows.
That's what it sounds like you're allergic to.
Hey,
ain't nothing wrong with the white women. It just sounds like you're allergic to. It just sound like you, my brother. It's allergic to.
It was just hella funny now. That I think about it.
He can't have a whack.
Right.
White ass pussy.
White ass pussy.
That's whack. That ain't whack. That's whack.
Oh man, but that's a good story. I've got some buddies that I went to like house parties and with that their night ended just like that, and it's always me the one who has to take care of them, unfortunately, because I'm the one who can handle my liquor.
Hey,
I like that, you, Darrell. If it came down to if we all got fucked up, you be the guy that's taking care of it, bro.
Don't do him like that.
I ain't sign up for that shit. He said I can't even get fucked up like y'all. What y'all talking about?
I be on the one in the real corner just high while you guys are all fucked up. I'm crossfaded, but you guys are on the floor. I'm just like,
Hey, bro,
I feel
I
like
don't
he's the
drink
only
like that.
nigga
No,
that's
I know
the only
that.
nigga that's okay. Like we all be fucked up. He's the only nigga that's okay. Enough.
like fuck it, we about to go get some food. Jackie box still open.
We all fucked
Especially
up.
when
He
we
got
fucked up when we got that Alberto's done.
Oh, that one.
Alberto's.
That shit fine.
All right, so that was the number 2 segment called That Was Embarrassing. That was our icebreaker. Now that we're all a little more comfortable with each other, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
What I like to do next is just talk about what's good and what's bad. So we can either speak on what happened that we thought were really good or that we thought was really bad throughout the week. And so I got something that I think was really good. So we all know, I don't know if you guys are sports fans like I'm a sports fan.
Yeah.
Just a few good things that I thought was good.
Sports to talk about. I'm cutting you off.
Well, that's fine. You can get to your good and bad. I think it's really good that football is about to drop
Oh yeah.
this Thursday. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
I think it's
Shout
good.
I ain't
think
tapped in.
right.
Saints versus Patriots.
The
Niners.
It's close.
We'll touch on that too. I think it's great that my Raiders are down to a 53-man down roster. You can get out my room. You feel me?
They got real serious over the Raiders.
And I think it's good. I think it's good and
That thing
bad.
sucked.
I think it's bad for Milwaukee that they're down 3-0 in the series. Good for the Heat that they're 3-0 in the series. The reason I think
No. You gotta say,
I wanna point out,
Giannis was injured that game, and Chris Middleton put the team on his back 36-8-8. They 3-1 now.
Update 3-1. But let's just be honest. The Heat's going to win the series.
Hey, I've been riding with the Heat all season. I said at the beginning that when they were the number 2 team, that they were going to be that team to watch. But don't sleep on Milwaukee. Don't act like Giannis ain't that fucking.
We're not sleeping.
That's the point.
But like, hey, don't act like the Warriors didn't blow a 3-1 lead.
But it wasn't. But it was 3-1, not 3-0.
That's
That's 4 games.
But look, it's a 3-1 series now.
I mean, if you beat
so don't act like it's not possible.
It's not possible, but I mean, it's possible.
Like,
It's not
and
possible.
I said it right the first time.
Especially when we're very realistic. The Bucks are the better team.
Let's just they are the better team, but let's be honest. Are they really the better team?
Let's just talk about the squad right now.
This is my good and bad. Damn it, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let him finish.
I think it's good because Milwaukee's gonna lose out. Giannis gonna lead the Bucks, and he gonna join the Warriors. Now don't say shit. Because I know y'all about to yell blasphemy. This is just my good.
I don't know shit to say shit.
Us sports fans are realistic and know that that's
Milwaukee joined.
it's possible, but it ain't gonna happen.
You watch
Like,
WWE.
I watch basketball and football.
I watch WWE.
Ain't nothing wrong with watching
Mr.
WWE.
Flair.
It's not accurate.
Me too. I'm making a pun.
I feel you.
That's my good. As far as bad goes, there's not much bad that I can really speak on this week. I really don't like to talk about too much bad because I like to spit positivity into the ether.
Yeah,
you feel me?
You like it.
So that's my good. The sports things. I think it's going to be really good for the culture. You feel me? We need some things to do. My Sundays have been very bland. So now that I get my football back and basketball is in the playoffs right now, things are looking pretty nice right now. You feel me?
Yes.
What about you, Rich? You got any good or bad?
Oh yeah. Speaking of sports, wait, pause, pin. In entertainment, Roman Reigns returned.
Oh yeah, that's a good. That's
He's
a
a
good.
Paul Heyman guy too.
Shout out to Roman
Now,
Reigns.
let's talk about this real quick.
Shout
Let's
Shout
talk
out
about
Roman
Yeah,
Reigns. He's from my hometown.
He's a heel. And I love it. You know
Pensacola.
what? They did what they wanted. Roman Reigns did what they wanted John Cena to do for like decades. He turned into a heel after Vince McMahon tried to force him to be a baby face down people's throat for so many.
The fans finally got what they wanted, and this nigga's a heel now.
He's a heel, and you know what? He played that character out perfectly. It's just sometimes
He's a bland ass person, bro.
the
Let's keep it a buck.
people he worked
No
with,
flavor.
the people he worked with, and sometimes they don't deliver. Like
Why you think they gave him Paul Heyman?
Because Paul Heyman creates stars. CM Punk, Big Show, Brock Lesnar.
Pause.
You don't need
don't
him to
ever
talk.
in your life put CM Punk in a Paul Heyman conversation. CM
Wait,
Punk
wait,
made it
whoa.
himself.
No,
He's about to say, wait.
Who is the only
himself.
person that? Who is the only person out of all the wrestling execs that said, "Hey, this kid is the guy. That's the future. He has talent. He's the man."
So you telling me
Paul Heyman was the only person to back him in my mind.
He backed him, right? But
he knows talent. So you feel me? You got this bland ass, big ass Samoan nigga that y'all want to be the future, but the fans ain't loving. Give him the Paul Heyman, right? That makes sense, right, B-Mouth?
This man is spitting right now.
It's like this here. In words of the people on social media, even though it's been a word before.
Hey, I'm a Roman Reigns fan.
I let you speak, all right?
Let me get this.
Now, it's like this here. So in other words, they can put in all the work, right? But if Paul Heyman changed the narrative, even though people can't see it themselves, that means he made them out to be that person. In reality, they still made them out to be it. He just spoke it to exist, even though it didn't exist before that.
But
I'm sorry, I got lost in the weed over here just now.
Oh my god! I see what you're saying though. I see what you're saying though. But like, you know, he's a good hit.
Wait. It's only been 2 weeks.
Roman Reigns was not a good face at all. He was like, again, he was a John Cena cut and paste.
The only time the fans went over for this nigga is when he announced he had leukemia. And that's fucked up.
It's fucked.
It's like you have been grinding and trying to be that nigga for forever.
That's entertainment for you, though. That's entertainment for you, right? You can drop a bunch of hits, right? The moment you get into it with the law, the moment you get into it with somebody on the block, everybody fuck with your music. The moment you RIP, everybody fuck with your music. But the moment you've been out like positivity, like Tupac, the Black and the Berry, the Sweet and the Juice, people be like, oh yeah, he's corny. The moment he's Death Row, West Side, fuck everybody. Everybody like, oh yeah, he's the one. The moment you become negative, all of a sudden people paying attention to your art.
Hey, shout out to NLE Chopper. He stopped making ghetto gangster music. You feel me? He making positive music now.
All right, just quick question, Reg. Was that a good or a bad thing that you was just?
I was kind of jumping on both.
Good and bad.
I was hopping on both.
Neutral.
Yeah, neutral. Back to what Charles said. That is pretty good on the good side as far as NLE Chopper go. He's pretty much saying he's going to stop the violence, ignorant rap, and gonna start talking about some more positive stuff.
He said when I talk, he's like, when I drink my water, I talk to it first because I know that it's the symbol, it's the beginning of life or some shit like that. And I was like, okay, Chopper,
he's right, but let's not get too fortune teller with the shit.
Let's try not to, but I heard it and I was like, okay, this is a different lane.
It's like this.
I like to tell my plants I love them before I water them so they grow. You feel me?
Yeah.
I understand why he fucking finally decides to be positive all of a sudden.
Even saying on social media.
The moment people come out, they like, let me do what my home, let me do what everybody before me did. Let me go negative. And not knowing if you use your own mind and put your own self out there, like me, everybody dissed women on social media. I'm positive. Everybody trying to talk to me because I'm the opposite. They like, oh yeah, you're the person that's saying something different. You're a breath of fresh air. Everybody else like, fuck
here's the thing with that also
shit. He like, oh yeah, I finally seen it now. People finally
people gotta find it.
Yeah, people I finally see it now. People tell me the real.
He's gonna stop making that music, but he said because the fans obviously want that shit, he'll drop it still. But he said anything that you hear him that has violence on it, it's old. Just know that it's old. It's nothing new.
Yeah, I feel that. That's
but I think he started doing that because for if you follow him on any type of social media for months, he's been positive as shit. Like that's all he's been. That's all that he's been on.
I know
but
one thing.
The fans have been talking shit about him,
that's fine. That's fine.
So I think he finally was listening to the fans.
The thing about it is, once you get out the ghetto, it's a beautiful thing. Because when you in that dark place where this is all you see, this is all you be around, and then you move out, you get to experience a different side of life.
It changes. Like, holy shit.
That's why people have been preaching like, hey, people are a product of their environment. Like these disenfranchised neighborhoods need funding and they need certain shit, so these young men won't grow up to be
ain't shit ass niggas.
Be thugs, you feel?
Thugs, criminals.
It's all a part of the system, though.
Now, when you say thugs, you mean the whole street narrative for thugs. You know what I mean? The Tupac narrative.
No.
Tupac narrative is that hate you gave a little emphasis, fuck everybody. That's a different narrative.
We're not talking about that.
Transition to.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. I think we in the room and our listeners are smart enough to know what I'm
another good shout out to Brandon Ingram for winning the most improved player.
Shut up. What do you think was positive?
I actually have to agree on the subject of wrestling though.
Okay.
AEW.
Okay.
They just had their pay-per-view yesterday. I know why he's coughing, but me just being a wrestling fan.
It's
just the joy. It's just the joy.
No matter what the product is.
I say you always want to see something that you like get a spotlight.
That's why I watch it. Still.
It takes the depression away. Like it legit make you breathe.
Doesn't mean that product's good.
It's just the fact that it's just fucking wrestling. You feel me?
Yeah, I watch it. I watch it.
The product is very good. The product is like old school TNA.
It's
when they was
dope. You feel me? It's
the
dope.
product is really good.
It's dope.
Especially
It's bro. I don't know. I think it's because it's too much like old school TNA for me that I don't like it.
Dean Ambrose is actually being himself. He's not being a product.
I know.
His
name is John Moxley. You're correct. John Moxley.
No, I said Dean Ambrose because you were strictly a WWE.
No, I watch AEW too. I just am a WWE fanboy.
Well, I like to say, long story short, shout out to the WWE
shout
and wrestling entertainment. Wrestlers. They're doing good things out there in the wrestling community. So, long story short, wrestling is doing some positive, good things out here. Not too much bad. And we got one more. What you think was positive, good or bad?
I'll flip it from like sports or shit. I'll go into some like video game shit.
Okay.
Real good. Shout out fucking Nintendo. Shout out Miyamoto for dropping that motherfucking 3D All-Stars collection. Is fucking Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. Dropping for the Switch. I'm about to pre-order that shit. That shit gonna be fire as hell.
And how much is it?
Well, it's 60, but they talking about that shit gonna be limited time.
Limited time?
Yes. And they need like there was a bunch of games that I felt like they should have put on there, but that's a good. I'll say like since I ain't hear no other bands, I'll say a bad. I'll say a bad this week was probably. If I can put it on the nose, this is like I'm trying to move a little different, and it's like sometimes you feel like you're in a rut a little bit sometimes, and it's not like you feel lost. You just like damn, it's hard trying to find that spark to like switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily call that a bad though. It's kind of sort of just a bump in the road though. Okay. So I'll keep it mostly positive since we putting good vibes out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a bad.
I do apologize. I apologize real quick. Go ahead, get your shout out real quick.
Shout out Nintendo.
Shout out Nintendo. I lied about the bad. There is one thing that I do say that's bad. So I had ordered this jacket August fucking 11th. Right. I ordered this jacket August 11th, and I still ain't getting my motherfucking jacket. I'm a little pissed off about it. I mean, I get it. It was coming from China. It was coming from China.
Coronavirus.
It got to go through customs and shit. You feel me?
COVID.
And like I tracked my order. I tracked it. It flew from China to New York. I'm like, okay, you flew past California. You just go to New York with my shit. All right, whatever, no big deal. They shipped it to Saliandro. So now my jacket's sitting at some warehouse in Saliandro. And I check the fucking tracker every fucking day. This shit been in Saliandro for 2 weeks.
Holy shit.
I'm about to go down to Saliandro my goddamn self.
Pull up to the warehouse.
Pull up to the warehouse.
Pull my shit up.
I don't give a damn if it is 90 degrees outside. I want my motherfucking jacket.
I'm shit.
Oh, you want to see it?
I actually want to see this now. If you've been waiting a year for this and you still
not a year. It's been
damn near a year.
It's a month.
No. He's talking about August.
Oh, I thought you meant like last month. I was about to say, hold on one second.
August.
Hey,
I'll show you the jacket, but like I'm a little upset about it. Cause I'm like, yeah, fuck y'all. Y'all supposed to be giving me my jacket. I ain't got my jacket yet. What's up with this?
One last good in the bad. Good is Big Sean dropped Detroit 2. Shit's fire. Bad is it was number 1, but then it got knocked down by trash ass Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Bro, first of all, Tekashi's album was fucking garbage because that nigga was ear raping his entire microphone. No cap, thank you. Fuck.
I didn't even hear it. I just know it's trash.
Bro, I'm a music fan. I ain't get that nigga my streams. I heard that shit. I heard that shit.
I guarantee Sean's album was better.
It's better, but
but
polished trash doesn't mean it's good. I'm not saying it's trash, but that album is mid. I do not need 21 Big Sean songs.
22.
That
is definitely excessive.
He could have released an album and a mixtape, and called it fucking day.
Let's be real.
But as the album wasn't just flat out trash. It's a good.
That's what I said. It wasn't terrible, but 21 Big Sean songs. And
it's his first album in 4 years, so shout out to Sean.
That ain't an excuse.
No, I'm just saying like that was a good. Shout out to Sean. First album in 4 years.
My only thing about it is like, is there anything on there that's like on the level of Blessings? Like that's
probably that song him and it. It's probably the only one.
This is why niggas need to stop trying to get at Kendrick. Because Big Sean didn't drop
an
album in fucking 4 years.
Hey.
And Sean dropped an album after 4 years. Oh, it's the greatest thing ever. Weak ass. Shut the fuck up.
Like, bro, fan overall.
It's like this. I've been following like Big Sean, Hobson, Kendrick, even J. Cole. Let's be real. That music already get overlooked by, I wouldn't say trash, but they get overlooked. Big Sean came out at the same time Young Thug was popping.
Hey, bro, don't disrespect Thugger. Don't disrespect Thugger. We're not disrespecting Thug in this room.
I would usually agree with Reg as far as me goes, and I do agree with a lot that he's saying. But when it comes to Young Thug be dropping some heat.
What?
It's like this. It's like this. Young Thug has bars, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the content and the product and production,
your mama
the way
tell
they
you
live their life,
stop dropping the
you know
road.
everything Big Sean is saying.
I get what you're saying.
I've been on the road like a
people
pair
put
of
him in
spinners
the
and
mom
stopping
rap,
those.
you got to legit pay attention to his words. No, this nigga got bars.
We gotta stop talking over each other, Charles.
You gotta legit pay attention. You gotta pay attention to know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, it's like you can put them in the same sentence because they both equally got bars, but it's like one of those where Young Thug, you know the name of the game, the politics of the music world, where he can say bars, but he can also play it the way that people want to hear it. Big Sean still playing it. Big Sean still playing in the Hobson, J. Cole, and all the ways where he's doing the two concerts where people like cut that little lame shit off.
I think this ties great into our fourth segment. And this is a new segment that I wanted to introduce to the fans because a lot of people know how I get on Reggie about this. And he likes to rant a lot. And he goes on his rants, it's hard to stop him. He's like the juggernaut. So I wanted to give him his own segment where he could talk about anything he wants. Uninterrupted, gentlemen. Let him get it off his chest. This segment is called Reggie Rants. And we're gonna pass the mic to him. We're gonna let him get everything he needs to say off his chest. And then we can chime in afterwards, and not talking over each other. Chime in afterwards, and give any 2 cents that we want to throw into the collection plate.
Yeah,
all right, Reggie, take the mic.
Roman Reigns. What the fuck was you thinking, bro? Dude, come on now. That's like, okay, an artist jumping in the song with a bigger name artist. That artist overshadowed you in the process, and then afterwards you try to fucking work after that artist is off the track with you, and people kind of overlook your music still. You jumped on a fucking track with the guy, Paul Heyman. After that's said and done, people are gonna dislike you again. Like, what the fuck was you thinking, bro? And then Hollywood. What the fuck was you thinking? The Mulan movie was fucking horrible. Seriously? It's just like the fucking, the Lion King movie that took the fucking spirit off the whole entire movie. You think because you revamp shit and make live action, it's gonna be a better movie? No. That's like a fucking artist coming out every fucking 10 years making the same song. No. That's not fucking smart. But yeah, it's Hollywood. You never really paid attention to what people say. You do what the fuck you want. It's still out of tune with reality. Like a lot of these fucking celebrities. And again, what the fuck was you thinking? Bro, this one goes as Charles Theodore Luther, a.k.a. broke famous, because he somehow broke and famous at the same time. What the fuck was you thinking? You think, oh yeah, this name is clever, I'm broke and famous. I'm like, dude, you barely even reaching 100 likes on fucking Instagram, but yeah, you're famous. People share your shit so oftenly. People pay attention to you. People love what you say. You so fuck. What the fuck was you thinking, bro? Now, back to the whole program we call Life Moment of Silence.
All right, well, that was Reggie Rants, and I would say that was pretty entertaining. I
chimed in because I was like, hey, that was up.
I will let you chime in, but I will cut you off when I feel the need to. Okay, but I want to go verbatim and touch on everything that he said. Now, the first thing he talked about was wrestling. I'm not really keen on that as far as characters go. So I'll let the wrestling fans, the chime in on that. So chime in on the Roman Reigns thing real quick.
I'll go first. I don't think he sold out or anything like that. You feel me? I thought it was cool.
I thought it was pretty clever.
Okay, he thought it was cool. The way he came back. The way he came back. He didn't have, but even if he did, he made it look good. You see his teeth? He got his teeth done, bro.
He got veneers.
Hey, Hey, he a real Samoan badass
No,
now,
for
bro.
real, bro. Hey, look at that.
Hey, so my only quarrel with that is I like how they package him to come back as the bad guy. But like the rest of us on social media, bro, who've seen it, change the music, change the attire. Brad been the same since 2013. We tired of it. Like even rocking the same shit since then. Yeah. If you want to reinvent your character, completely reinvent your character. We've seen Edge do it. We've seen Orton is the only nigga.
Christian Cage.
Orton is the only nigga who tweaks. Orton is the only nigga who tweaks his character and gets by with it because he's the greatest heel of all time.
Sometimes people know how to fucking work the process. Some people know how to work the process so good where they're the same character but they legit boom,
just
hot sauce in it, boom, a little spice in it.
Like with Reigns, they couldn't. All they needed to do is change the man's attire in the music. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that shit.
I agree.
I
agree with what they're saying because every time Roman Reigns come out, even though the shield is long past going right, my mind still rewinds back.
But you know why they did? You know why they doing that? Because they thought he was the main guy this whole time. They really.
But that's okay though. But if you think back to 2014 when the shit was at their prime, right? Ambrose was U.S. champion. Rollins and Reigns were tag team champions. Ambrose ran this shit. If you really think about it, rewind everything back. He really did do his thing. Yeah, all the promos, everything. He led the pack. Ambrose was the leader of that shit. That's why when he left the company, it was detrimental to. Okay, so what do we want to do now? Because our biggest fucking fraction since Evolution is no longer a fucking thing. Okay, well we got this brand split coming up. Okay, Jax Reigns over here. Oh shit, well Reigns is technically out because he's sick. What's just I don't know what he's saying. That's some shit that man just got. That's personal. He out. So we got this big ass star who's out. Okay, come back, boom. Fans still ain't fucking with him. Let's keep it a buck. We're building our company around this guy.
Yeah.
Ratings are declining and the fans is not fucking with this nigga. What does WWE do? Give this nigga the main title again. In my line, they gave him the Universal title. And then COVID broke out. He was like, I'm not coming back. I got cancer. I can't compete. Yeah. And it's just he gone. So like, he's been out 3 different fucking times in the last 2 years. You niggas couldn't figure out a way to repackage everything. He ain't really been there. Y'all couldn't, for this great return that he just did, y'all couldn't repackage everything and make him a heel? Y'all kept the same shit that we had since 2013? Like,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's fucking broke. That's the thing. It's broke.
All right, so that was the wrestling subject. The second thing Reggie ranted about was the subject of Hollywood and the movies. And the particular movie he talked about was Mulan. I will agree with him. I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch the fucking movie. And I'm gonna tell you why I didn't watch the fucking movie. I did watch the Lion King movie, and I understand like the soul was taken out of it, like the lines, like the expressions wasn't there. You can't really feel it, right? So with Mulan, the only reason I didn't watch shit because Mushu wasn't in shit.
Facts.
So when I found out that Mushu wasn't in the movie and fucking Eddie Murphy wasn't gonna be a voice actor, I was like,
oh fuck this shit.
I ain't watching it. So I can imagine they did it pretty terrible.
I have a different reason for not watching
What's your reason?
Man, I was on some political, spiritual woke shit. Okay. Apparently, like, the main actress, and if you know anything about China and how they do the policies, hey, my socialists out there, if you listening, y'all cool, but it's a communist country. And like, they be spying on everybody. Hong Kong police be brutalizing niggas and all that stuff. And
they fight people.
Oh yeah, no, and they happen to do that in one of the protests. But the main actress of Mulan, she was like, "No, I'm supporting the Hong Kong police." But
fuck her.
I said, but you also know, like, the Chinese government, bro, like they censor a lot of things. So, like, if you're gonna have something about China, like with Mulan, like that, you gotta appease that. Like, that's one of the major things that Disney does is try to appeal to a Chinese market. And like, if your main actress is like, no, I'm not doing it, they're gonna they're gonna cut it off. And
it's
you have a major.
You're literally going to fight because these niggas is at war for some shit. Your character is playing that role.
I ain't paying how much to watch it. I ain't doing that.
I would agree with you guys, right? But wrong. Disney always try to Americanize things.
They do
everything.
But still try to appease to at the same time.
Yeah, like it's moved on. That's the whole point. I said that's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, of course. Like, they're never gonna give them what you want. Like if you ever notice from Disney, all their black characters, what they do is they make them not black. Princess and the Frog, she turned into a frog. Why the fuck she a frog? Yeah. She a princess. This bitch wasn't a princess until after she was a frog. Like, bro, what?
You had to go through some shit. That means you gotta go through a struggle. Being a black person, you gotta go through a struggle before you reach success. And they showed you that.
I mean, Cinderella with that struggle.
That's true. Cinderella was probably really a black chick.
Cinderella was like, fucking beauty and the beast, she got put to sleep.
Let's touch yourself deep. Every time, a Caucasian writer or director put a black character on, they always over-exaggerate the blackness.
And they made this black princess.
Let's be real.
Why they put her in their slums?
Ozzy and Tricks. Every time he talked, he was talking with like the thug hand.
Facts.
He was a cop. They always exaggerate the blackness, like everybody.
I mean,
just because we black, we gangster, we all thug, we all know. They think they put everybody else in one. They put everybody in one mindset, and they don't even learn blacks from blacks. They learn it from the music. They write the narrative from music and music videos. They ain't even write.
That shows. With that being said, I'll play devil's advocate right here. That shows how powerful the music is and how, as artists, we portray ourselves in these videos. If they're taking what they know from us from our music videos, we need to do our videos a little different. You know?
True.
We need to do our music a little different. But long story short, as far as the Mulan shit go, what I got from it is if they would have put Mushu in it, none of this would be an issue.
Nice. He said they would have got my money. White man would have got my money.
I mean, they would have got somebody else's money and I'd have been using their account.
Ooh.
Sliders. I'm fucking dead.
And then the third subject was where he was talking about Sir Broke Famous.
Sir Broke Famous.
Over there.
He let some shots fly. There was no casualties other than the target that he had went for himself. I would say he hit that target pretty well. Sir Broke Famous, how do you feel about this? It doesn't matter how you feel about this.
It doesn't matter what you think.
On to the next subject.
Know your role and brush your mouth.
That's how you feel.
Damn.
Hey,
that's
brush your mouth.
That's how you feel.
That's how I feel. Now that we're done with Reggie Rant, we're done breaking it down. We didn't let Charles get a chance to discuss how he felt about it. We'll discuss about this off air. I'll give you maybe 15 seconds.
You a hood pass.
15 seconds. What you want to say?
Fuck you hoe ass nigga. Bitch ass.
That's it.
Hoe ass nigga.
That's it.
You said some cliche ass.
That was no context. I want you to talk about his hair.
They could have roasted.
I know. Like I was going to defend the name, but you didn't give me time to defend my name.
I was waiting.
You wasted your time.
Because what I was going to say wasn't going to be 15 seconds. I couldn't slow you down.
You wasted your time.
There's a whole story behind Broke Famous.
Yes.
You can't abbreviate.
Camera Federline, go.
Alright.
You took too long. Alright, so
that's that hurt.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You ain't even gotta give you a chance.
No chance, right?
No chance.
So our fifth segment, it's just a brief segment, and it's just certain videos that I'm going to talk about, and we're going to post them on our YouTube. So when I bring up a certain video, we're going to cut it into our YouTube channel so you can see exactly what video I'm talking about. So I'm make sure Reggie takes care of that editing part. But the first video that I want to talk about, I came across, I was on Instagram, and I thought this was funny because, the segment's called I Thought This Was Funny.
Why was it funny, sir?
Just watch, because
I can't watch.
You will watch. The fans will watch too. There was this video I came across, and I thought to myself, if I was an animal, I would want to be that animal. And there was a video of a fish stuck on this woman's ass because the fish is biting her ass. The fish is legit. She's on the boat, and the fish is just dangling from her ass cheek. And you see a little blood dripping. And they're like, they're like, he's really on there, isn't he? And I'm just thinking, man, when they throw that fish back in the water, this is what he gonna be saying. Hey, bro, I just ate some ass. Stop lying.
Bottom feeder for real.
Stop lying. It's like, and it was a human ass. Nigga, what, a human ass? You took a chunk out of you. Stop capping. Stop capping. You ain't eating. You ain't bite no human ass. So I thought that was funny. The video will be posted into YouTube as a quick clip. There's also another quick video. And I know a lot of these things shouldn't be funny to people. But like when somebody make a school shooter meme.
I see those.
When somebody make a school shooter meme. Some of that shit, I've never had to go through it because, you know, because typically, you know, when, you know, black schools or schools with a lot of minorities, school shootings typically don't happen. That's typically the whiter schools, right?
The Caucasian delegation.
Caucasian
For
delegation.
the Caucasus.
Yeah. Shout out to my white folks. No shout at y'all because a lot of y'all went to my black school.
Yeah, no shout at y'all.
No shots at y'all.
Hey, no shout at the ones that went to our black schools.
Y'all cool. You feel me? But there is a monkey, right? There's a monkey, right? He's like banging on the door. Then banging on the door.
Then you just start shaking on the fucking door. Oh my god.
He's like banging on the door. Then it goes to the scene with two kids in trench coats walking down the hallway with shotguns. Then he starts jumping the door, shaking the door, and trying to get.
Oh my god.
Fucking can't get this out. Shaking on the door to try to get in.
That's hella funny.
It's the funniest shit ever. And I will share this clip with you guys after the fucking show. But those are the two things that I thought were funny. And those will be shared with our YouTube viewers. And if anybody know exactly what I'm talking about, you can just look these videos up. I'll try to post them in the description of the episode so you guys can check them out. And so, he's showing them right now.
Wait, let me see.
That shit's funny as fuck to me.
Let me see.
Yes. So you see, he's banging on the door. The school shooters were coming. Now he's shaking on the door. He's like, let me the fuck
Come on.
in.
I never forgot when I saw that shit. That shit was
Y'all
so
playing.
Let me the fuck in. Oh, and one more shout out. I want to stop laughing.
That damn laugh. Hey, Rufus, chill, dog. That laugh.
Shout out to Long Beach Griffy. If anybody don't follow Long Beach Griffy on YouTube, he is by far one of the funniest YouTubers out. He makes the most
skits are hella funny.
Most hilarious skits there ever were that I saw on fucking
the
YouTube.
most funniest video ever.
And no cap, I think I'm about to start doing what he does.
Oh, like skits?
Yeah, like skits like that. I'm gonna start posting little skits. I'm gonna post them on YouTube.
You can make that shit pop.
Yeah. So shout out to Long Beach. You know, he inspired me to be a not give a fuck asshole. We talk
no
filter, and talk about whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly.
So shout out Long Beach.
Pause. We're gonna talk about inspirations.
Oh, we're about to talk about that right now. So before we end the episode, we like to do a little freestyle section where it's pretty much we talk about anything, like no holds barred, anything's on the table. If you want to promote something, now's the time to promote it. So let's go ahead and get this segment started. So any promotions from you guys? Any music coming out? Any YouTube y'all want to get going?
Let me fucking tell the folks about a young nigga called J-Dev, aka Jamel Devon.
Shout out J-Dev.
You feel me? Let me just tell y'all, a lot of these niggas in my city, a lot of what they do, they only do it for one reason, and that's to try to put on for some shit that don't fucking matter. Let me tell y'all shit, let me just tell y'all now, the shit me and my nigga B-Mal got coming up, the shit that we already do, it's on a different level, and it's on a different level because it's like some super high priced ass shit, or it's some real genuine shit that ain't got nothing to do with no beef, or no hating on niggas. That's the problem with these niggas in SAC, bro. These niggas keep on hating. These niggas hate each other, and all that shit comes up as negative, bro. Y'all niggas need to get out the fucking mud and actually get some real high vibrations, nigga. I'm going spiritual J-Dev, nigga. Fuck y'all niggas talking about. Y'all niggas keep talking about toting these Glocks, fucking these hoes. Y'all niggas need to get y'all vibrations up.
Get your vibrations.
I'm getting woke on y'all niggas.
And with that being said, our nigga quota has been reached for the next 3 weeks. For the next 3 weeks, we can't even use the word.
I have to get in there.
You gotta
let it go.
wait a little bit.
Anything you want to promote? Anything you want to talk about real quick?
Yeah, bro. I just do some dope ass shit. Shout out J-Dub. Shout out Gang. Shout out Broke. Endo. Like, it's crazy. Got some shit coming up. Music video on the 10th. You feel me?
So who records music videos?
Well, many people.
Many people. Okay.
Many people.
Yeah, what do those prices typically go for as a recording? $100. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all, especially with camera quality these days, you can get a good video.
It makes some shit shake.
It is what it is.
Exactly.
Make it shake.
So, got that on the way. Project on the way too.
No cap.
Jesse quoted some fire the other night.
Always.
Okay.
Collection 2 coming soon from Janelle Devon, you feel me? Scary Hours.
Alright. And back on the what he said with the get your vibrations up. On that subject, I just want to say it's been a week and 2 days. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. He was a great inspiration to a lot of young black men out here. You see these young brothers like really sad that one of their favorite actresses died, unfortunately due to colon cancers. So I just say, take care of yourself, eat right, do what you can, because you never know when you are going to be gone from anything. So love one another, and get your vibrations up.
Yeah.
Vibrations.
I was talking about. He got a video on the 10th.
Video on the 10th?
On the 17th, we got a track that's dropping that we just recorded the other night.
Are y'all able to give us the name of the track?
It's,
listeners
called No Limit. It'll be dropping on the 17th. We just recorded that shit the other night, me and B-Mal.
And what platforms are these dropping on?
It's gonna be on SoundCloud strictly for right now, you feel me?
Okay.
Alright.
It's gonna be a SoundCloud exclusive. Might post it on there too. We might shoot a video for it, but we're gonna see how it do.
Alright, for sure. Anything for you, Reggie?
Oh yeah. Now, this is strictly for the women out there.
Okay.
You tie me up on a pH system, subscribe to my OnlyFans page, Oh yeah, and add for $6.99.
Oh, get a bag, sir.
Bro.
Get a bag, sir.
Now, also you can check me out on YouTube, Instagram. Oh yeah, I just saw on Pro Podcast and personal Instagram, LovePain92. Don't forget to # 92. Oh yeah, that's all I have to say moment this time.
All right, well, we're about to get out of here. We're about to call it an episode. This has been another episode of the Pro Podcast with your host, T. Robinson. Can I even talk? Shit, T. Robinson, a.k.a. Sep30. Follow us on Instagram. Follow the Pro Podcast on Instagram and all of the platforms. We'll hit you guys next week. This has been another episode of the Pro Podcast.
I think I pissed.
And we out of there.
We out of there. Bye.